Fuck you, vase.
Crystal. Anybody have anything? No. Alright, let's go back out exploring again.
Oh.
What?
Go over by the stop by the greenhouse, to the left of the greenhouse.
There we go.
Bobber fruit.
Alright, let's go back out, see if we can get the eggs.
Get some eggs. Get some eggies.
Do you want to go?
Oh, there's Sim.
Oh! Talk to him. Look at his butt.
Friendliest friend. Get 5 relationships to 5 hearts. Wow.
Ah.
You're enjoying a relatively uneventful second sun.
Cricket is here. It is cricket time.
Oh, it's cricket time. You're enjoying a relatively uneventful second sun of taking readings for one of Utopia's geological surveys when your world shifts on an unnatural axis as Sin comes crashing seemingly out of thin air, grappling with a skyfish almost as big as he is. Look out, he calls to you, though it's far too late for that. The ground rushes up to meet you, and it's all you can do to close your eyes and protect your head. To make matters worse, in the ensuing tussle, they completely crush the delicate scanning equipment you just finished setting up. Utopia is going to be so upset. Oh no. I'm going with oh no. What do you think?
Oh no.
Yeah, oh no. You survey the wreckage helplessly.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, you survey the wreckage helplessly while Sim holds the skyfish at bay. The skyfish flops around pitifully, then springs back into the sky and flies away, trilling in distress. It didn't even look dangerous, really. Silman, Sim croaks, and you turn your attention to him. Blood is pouring from a wound on his chest where one of the skyfish's spines must have pierced his otherwise perfect skin. It's the kind of thing that will definitely leave a scar or worse. Holding the wound closed, Sim smiles sheepishly. I guess my future sight isn't always 2020. Holy shit, are you gonna be okay?
Holy shit, are you gonna be okay?
He waves dismissively with the hand that's not holding his ding-dang chest together. 'Tis but a flesh wound, he says, then smiles. Did I say it right? It's from one of your Earth movies. I quite liked it. Did he watch Monty Python?
He watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God. He coughs.
You liked Monty Python, huh? All right.
He and I are similarly difficult to kill completely. He grins. You think it's just a coincidence that I'm always there at exactly the right time to save you? At night when I'm asleep, he corrects himself, I sometimes see visions of things that are going to happen, or at least that could happen. Oh, my dreams aren't always true, Sim says, wincing as he applies pressure to the wound. The paths branch and converge. Time is more like a web than a line, I think. He smiles weakly. But always in the center, there's you. Alright.
Oh.
All of these are pretty good options. What are we feeling?
They are. I mean, I'm down to flirt.
Yeah, let's do You're at the Center of My
Although
World.
maybe
what's up?
he can give us some insight if we...
Oh, yeah. No.
Maybe he can give us some insight if we tell him we can also see the future.
Yeah, let's... Actually, I like that.
Yeah.
You can, Sim laughs. Well, you must not be very good at it either. You try to explain. You tell him it's kind of like remembering, but in your dreams. It's happened ever since you were a little kid, like you're remembering things that haven't happened yet. You admit that some of them are pretty rough, like visions of people dying. We'll flirt next time, Red, I promise. Sim nods in agreement as you explain. Some gardeners have this ability, he says, but it takes hundreds, even thousands of years to develop. It seems you were born with it. Or maybe it's Maybelline. I can't tell you how this future sight works, Sim continues. To be honest, I don't even know, but if you're curious... He's clearly grappling with something, and not just the sluggishly bleeding wound in his chest. His voice drops. You might look for answers under the light of the wormhole and glow, he confesses. You press him for more, but he begs you simply leave him to handle his injury in peace. Alright, Sim. You come across a huge field of flowers. Most are teensy pink ones, but some are beautiful big yellow ones. You check the Holopedia. Looks like they're a brand new species. They don't even have a name. They need a name, like butter dandies, even though they look neither like buttercups or dandelions. Honestly, they kind of look like spitting cobras than anything. Do I get to name them if I pick them all?
Just take one.
Alright, I'll take one. You find the tallest, most perfect yellow flower and leave the rest. No need to be greedy.
Yeah, seriously.
I want to name
Can we
them,
talk to him
though.
again?
Can we talk to him again?
Oh. Yeah. Can we look at his butt? Can we flirt with him?
No.
Ah. What presents does Sim like?
I don't know. Actually, do we have a thing on Sim? Man, even after all that, Nemi is still like our highest.
Yeah. Sim is catching up pretty quick, though.
There we go. Oh, damn, yeah. Baba fruit. Let's see what's over here first. Oh, here we go. That's probably the thing that we need. The hop-eye eggs. You spot a hop-eye nest just like Tangent asked you to find. There are 9 eggs inside, all packaged up in what looks like a delicate spun glass cocoon. You don't see the parents. Steal some eggs.
Obviously.
You break a little hole in the cocoon and put 3 of the eggs in your bag. They're a little gooey. You hope they don't break. You turn to leave and come face to face with an adult hop-eye. Understandably, it looks spittin' mad. It drums its powerful foot on the ground in warning, and 4 more pop out of the undergrowth and start hissing at you. You should have known these sociable little creatures raise their young communally. Use animal psychology.
Good thing we're almost as good at animals as we are as perception
Yeah.
and biology.
You've learned from the Holopedia that the 2 different sets of eyes on a hop-eye have different purposes. The large bulging eyes on top are hardwired for perceiving danger, but their small forward-facing ones are more concerned with finding food. If you're not food and you're not danger, you throw yourself onto your belly and wriggle away with while the hop-eyes stare at you curiously. When you're a safe distance away, they return to poking at their violated nest in confusion. Ha! Hop-eyes are dumb.
Aha! Suckers.
You come across not just one Ricky, but a whole swarm of them. Mostly just baby ones about the size of your head. They're all amassed around a massive tree, scurrying up and down the trunk. When you see the tree itself under the swarm, you notice it's the same pale pink as the baby Ricky. Okay, yeah, it's just the tree is the Ricky. Yep. Let's fight him. We've done this one before. I don't know if we won this one but now we're super strong and just so handsome.
Yep. Sim thinks we're great.
And that's all that matters.
Really, it is. At the end of the day, absolutely. Oh, put down dis. We'll get a +3. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Do you think we can make it?
I don't know. I'll take it. Whatever.
We've won.
Gotta slap some shit out of these Ricky.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't so hard. You smack a couple of them to the ground, and the rest scuttle up to the boughs and hide there. You puff your chest out bravely and walk on. Yeah, I slapped these really tiny things around.
Oh, Baba fruit.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah, I just smacked these babies around. There's another bobber flute. past that
Oh.
question mark.
I'll grab it in a second.
Okay.
You spot a juvenile squeezer queen all on her lonesome. She's still mobile, but she's moving very slowly, digging around in the dirt here and there, licking the ground, possibly looking for a place to take root and live out the rest of her life. This might be an opportunity to capture a living hive. Maybe you could convince it to take root in one of the barns in the colony, giving the colony a source of honey without so much dangerous foraging. It spits acid if you get too close, and they have a nasty, powerful beak. No wonder no one's managed to catch one. Just pick it up. Which one? What do you think?
I love just pick it up.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, we're equally good at toughness and animals, so
We're a big dumb meathead.
I guess we're picking it up. We are. Back to our roots.
Actually, let me...
Well, do we want to use the blue card because it's +1 for each unplayed card, and
Yeah,
it's best to use that in the first round.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Each gym. Oh, wait. Let me try something here. There we go. Straight. 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take it. Why do all the Nemi cards just devalue everything else?
Yeah, seriously.
Nemi's betrayed me.
She has. She really has.
5, 6, 9.
Nice.
You call in a hover bike and hoist it up onto a sled. The Squeecher hive groans and clenches its sides. From all its holes come a fine mist of acid. It's noxious and awful, overloading your mask's filter and making your eyes sting. It eats through one of your gloves and you have to rip it off quickly lest you lose some fingers. You're really wondering if this thing should be brought inside the colony, but you can almost taste the sweet honey that will be your reward. And once it's expelled the mist, it takes a few hours to recharge. In that time, you make it back to the checkpoint. Your dad meets you at the gates to receive the queen. Your Majesty, he jokes, bowing deeply. I'll make sure she gets settled in, he says to you. Come by and visit her anytime you want. Well, we're going to keep exploring.
All right.
Oh, no, now we're...
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
I like how the game gave us the option and then immediately
Yeah.
rescinded it. Like, nope, dummy, you're too tired.
You're so sleepy. Alright, let's see what we got going on, then we gotta rest. I'm so broken up at how hard Nemi fell as a character for me.
It's understandable. It makes a lot of sense for her character to fall for that jackass.
Yeah, I know. It just...
It's disappointing, but I get it.
Alright, let's hang out in the park.
Yeah.
The garden is a peaceful place when you don't have to think about how the colony is always simmering about being at war against the creatures of Vertumna. You can just sit and empty your mind, smelling the sweet perfume of flowers and listening to the wind rustle the green grass. It's one place to find peace, even when it feels like everyone else is losing their minds. This might actually, because we've been getting a lot of challenges that are high in number, and if we get this late, it just stays at a 3, basically. I think we should get rid of the Vertumna group.
Yeah. Okay. I have no strong feelings.
You find Tangent in engineering and set down the bag of squelchy, goopy hop-eye eggs. Her eyes go wide.
You found them! She exclaims. It's wonderful! I was beginning to think you'd forgotten all about my request. He reaches for the eggs, but stops. Wait, what is that sound? Are they They are! You hear a wet cracking sound coming from the bag. You're about to witness the miracle of life, Vertumna style. What do you do?
Kill it! Analyze the process. You pull out your holopalm and prepare to take notes. Why miss this opportunity? You and Tange watch in wonder as the gel-like shell of the largest hop-eye egg splits like a ripe melon in the sun, spilling out a tiny squirming pink baby and a small puddle of amniotic fluid. You watch the last two eggs intently, but through the clear eggshells you can't see any movement inside at all, not even a heartbeat.
It's okay, Tange says. We only need one.
The tiny hop-eye is on its feet, well, foot, within minutes, taking cautious little hops on the sleek surface of the lab bench.
Magnificent, Tangent says, keeping the palm-sized hop-eye from falling off the table. I expected them to be helpless at birth, like kittens or birds, not already moving around like an ungulate. Incredible. I can't wait to study it.
Oh, we could keep it.
Well, she asked us to get it for her, so...
Yeah, it's yours.
It's hers, yeah. Perfect, Tange says. Let me get a specimen container for it. She leaves you with a tiny, clumsy thing, which chirps and blinks up at you unevenly with its four eyes. Well, whatever Tange and Dr. Instance are going to do with it, it's probably for the greater good of the colony.
I know. I wish Twitch wasn't such a bad delay. Yeah, the lag is really bad. Actually, I have to keep...
Yeah, same.
I have to keep refreshing the stream because it's not actually displaying properly on mine. It's bad. I think Twitch is just shit in the bed tonight.
Oh, the stream is... Yeah, it might be. Well, my internet's still shitting the bed.
Right.
So I would like to request that we end right about on time because it's been rough.
Yeah. Let's Dr. Punch it up a bit.
Yeah.
And let's just do this a couple of times and see where we get.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Assistant med bay, Dr. Punch. I wonder if we could, because I don't think we need to explore anymore. We could probably just blitz to the end of the year and see what happens.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then we'll have 19 and 20 for next time.
Yeah. Because the medbay connects to the genetics lab, Tangent is often nearby working on her own projects here. She doesn't like to make small talk. In fact, she often seems to dislike when you're working in medbay. She's always been a bit aloof, but she's becoming more like the chief engineer every day. One day, you arrive to find Tangent watching Instance work at a medbed. Utopia, seated in the bed with her bloody, mangled leg raised, waves cheerfully at you. Oh, good, you're here, Instance mutters, peeling off her gloves and stepping away from the medbed. I've already set the bone, just babysit the monitor while it works. Your eyes are drawn to the carnage that is Utopia's leg. It's super, super gross. So bad you could see the bone, and the pulsing of the muscles of her leg. The insides of our bodies should stay inside. Tange is watching intently. Smells worse inside.
Yuck.
I want to know what happened.
Yeah, what the fuck did you do, Utopia? What, this? Utopia asks, slapping her thigh. Oh, the usual. It's like the third time I've broken a leg since we landed, though this one's probably the worst. He laughs, trailing off into a sigh. Gladder accidents. She shrugs. Those things are fun, but boy, howdy, are they dangerous. I just love the speed, though. Utopia pats the medbed fondly. Good old medbed here forgives me, don't you, girl? I'll be up and walking by dinner. I love her.
I know, she's great.
I love her. She's good. Bodies are always changing, you know. Utopia waxes poetic as the medbed's anti-pain field starts to make her drowsy. You ain't the same person you was born as, and who knows who you'll be in 20 more years. Mind and body always making themselves anew. Nature is change. Tangent perks up, and she takes her eyes off the leg to look up at Utopia's face. Our bodies are exactly as we want, Utopia, she says with pride. They didn't match the women we were inside, so we changed them. Nature isn't what changed us. She raises her chin defiantly. Science changed us. Tech changed us. And in 20 more years, we'll still be exactly who we want to be and nobody else.
Hmm.
Oh, Utopia is also trans.
Yeah.
Nice. Utopia just chuckles.
You got it.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
Oh, Utopia just chuckles sleepily at this, and her lids, and she starts to snore. Aw.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna switch a couple of things like that. There we go. Boom.
There we go.
Win.
Magic.
I wonder if we could max out biology.
Oh my god, have we maxed out biology?
We're getting close.
Is there still like a little sliver that we need to fill in? Let's look at the number. Oh yeah, because we haven't got the last perk. I see it.
Yeah. Our next
98 of 100.
Yeah. What's our toughness at? We're actually We're smarter on biology than we are tough.
Yeah, I think we need to fix that.
We gotta fix that. We gotta go do something with tough.
We've forgotten our beautiful Vembo roots.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. I don't know. See if we can punch Vase in the dick.
We must return. Oh, this is going to improve our friendship with him, isn't it?
Maybe. Perception animals. That's an anemone. Combat bravery. No. I don't like any of those. We're leaving.
Oh.
And none of those gave us toughness. Maybe working in
Bye.
hydroponics.
Yeah, weird.
I forgot what.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh, shovel dirt, +3 toughness. Oh, 2 toughness. Where'd I see +3?
No, you were right. +3 toughness for shoveling dirt. I just want to see what else there is. Tends to the animals. Animals and empathy. We've almost maxed out animals, too.
Yeah.
Let's shovel dirt.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
For toughness.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If we do this, work on the farm, this will max out our biology and give us 2 toughness.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's work on the farm.
You play the recording of the squeaky bounce weasels for your mom and cow.
You're sure this is going to work? She asks when it's done. It sounds annoying.
You swear it will work. You saw it while you were exploring. It might not sound like much, but the huge dwarves moths are terrified of the little bounce weasels' hunting calls, and with good reason. You set up a speaker system and play the recording at night. The next day, there's no sign of the dwarves moth. Your crops are completely safe. I think it worked, Cal says, sounding relieved. Soman, you're a genius.
Nice.
You're just glad that all your hard work isn't going to feeding those pesky moths anymore. More food for the colony. Yeah, fuck you, dwarves moths.
Card becomes a 4. Oh, fuck yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, seriously?
Well, I have a ton of these. Hold on. There.
Okay. Good enough.
Biology's maxed.
I can't believe we maxed biology before toughness.
This year, Governor Lum's ascension to the Vertumna stage is heralded by an entire military band, their instruments shiny and nano-printed new. They march out of command in formation, splitting and forming a phalanx at the foot of the stage as Lum takes his place before you. Spotlights turn on with heavy ka-chunk noises, illuminating Lum in a halo of floating dust particles. He spreads his arms wide. Hello, Vertumna! His voice booms over the speakers. Are we winning or what?
No.
The reaction is mixed. You look around. It's easy to see the ones cheering the loudest are Helios, and people who fully adopted their mentality, like Nemi. The Stratos are more reserved, some even silent. Security Chief Rhett is one of them, his usual stony expression hiding his true feelings. Regardless, there's enough cheering that Lum has to wait for it to die down before he continues. "We're killing it out there, people! The planet, I mean, we're killing it!" he exclaims.
Yep.
"Every day, we claw a little more territory from the savage aliens of this planet." A potato pod arcs through the air and lands with a broken splort at Lum's feet, splattering him with juice. You don't see who threw it, but the faction from Geoponics is looking restless. They begin to jeer and stomp their feet. Lum continues on, raising his fist. "Those Xenos attacked us first, and now they're learning. Don't mess with humankind." Oh, your comeuppance will be sweet. The crowd is now evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratos are agitated, and you hear calls for things to return how they were, and how Lum and his soldiers are killing the planet. Even the council, lined up before the stage and facing the crowd, looks conflicted. "We left Earth to get away from this shit," your dad shouts, and you turn to him in surprise. He rarely swears. "Now look at us. We're right back where we started, fighting each other and the planet. We brought it with us." Utopia hops up on stage.
Well, Lum brought it with us.
Yeah. Utopia hops up on stage and routes her own here speak through the speakers.
"He's lying," she yells bleak. "This year we lost 2 surveyors in the swamps, Sorrel and Quinny. They'd be alive today if Lum hadn't sent them to clear out a manticore den for no good reason." She jams her finger against the governor's chest. "The only threat to our colony here is you."
Lum's smile doesn't change, but his eyes go cold. He snatches Utopia's hand and calmly, slowly, crushes her holopalm crystal with his thumb. You can hear the crunch of the bones of her hand before her feed cuts out. Utopia yelps as her knees buckle with the pain, her bravado gone. She holds her broken hand to her chest and is too shocked to resist when Lum shoves her off stage. The crowd is stunned into silence as well. Lum clears his throat and approaches the end of the stage, looming tall over the council. "Thank you for your input," he says icily. "Your concerns have been noted." This isn't the buffoon Lum presents on his daily holovlogs, or the nuisance he is when he visits a worksite. You see something in his eyes you've only caught glimmers of before. Hatred. "You Stratos are lucky we didn't crush you under our boots and take your colony by force," he sneers. "Before we got here, this colony was doomed. You're only alive because I was merciful." "Just a bunch of burned-out hippie fugitives. What was your plan for surviving out here? Wishful thinking? Singing songs and talking to animals?" Laughter ripples through the Helios. "You," he gestures to the council, then jerks his thumb at his chest, "need us. Not the other way around. I'm done pretending I need to listen to your opinions. If you want to live, you'll do what I say." God, please let us give him his comeuppance. He stares at Dr. Instance, who glares up at him with hate in her eyes as she tends to Utopia's hand. "Maybe it's time to clean house," he threatens. "We need team players here, ones who share one vision for the future of Vertumna." After a few tense moments, Seek clears her throat. "Ahem, sir. Shall I continue with the traditional formalities now?" Lum scowls down at Seek, then throws his hands in the air. "Whatever. Do it, if it makes you feel better. You're all cowards." He turns and stalks off the stage, his marching band scrambling to follow him with his exit song. The idea that the band is still trying to keep up with him with the song is kind of ridiculous. I love it.
Yep.
As promised, there are no contests this year, but there's plenty of food and alcohol. As the suns begin to set, the Helios, including Vase and Nemi, head straight for it and look ready to party into the night. The other teens seem a little less at ease. Dis, quite predictably, has already left. "No, we're not going to. We're going to go find Dis."
Find Dis. Gotta go find Dis.
Yeah. You don't find Dis on the walls or in the robotics lab or in any of his usual hiding places. Not even Congruence can get a read on his location. You might have an idea where he could be, though. You creep up on Sim and Dis meeting in secret outside the colony walls. Trust me, Dis, I'm not concerned, Sim says, his hand resting on Dis's shoulders entreatingly. The planet is in no danger of being subjugated by humans. You don't get it, Dis exclaims. They're really serious. He's gonna use bombs. You've seen bombs, right? Explosions? What if they cut down every tree? Or poison the rivers? Or... Sim smiles patronizingly. I forget sometimes that you're so human, he says, and Dis scowls. You are stuck in time, unable to see beyond the next 100 years. Even if your species manages to wipe all life from this continent, we will simply bring it back again. It may take 20,000 years, but this planet will outlive you. Dis knocks Sim's hand away and wipes his eyes. Why are you always so calm? He spits out. Other gardeners aren't like this. Other gardeners know that humans are dangerous. Dis, Sim sighs, closing the distance between them and folding Dis into a gentle hug, like one would approach a biting animal. I'm not like other gardeners. Not anymore. Just like you're not like your humans. Dis sniffles and buries his head in Sim's tattered clothing. I just wish you'd let me help, he murmurs, almost too quiet for you to hear.
Aww.
I'm gonna leave them quietly.
Okay.
I don't think we should make noise.
Sim noticed us anyway, I bet.
No, Sim absolutely knows we're there.
Yeah.
You sneak back the way you came, dodging Vase and his reveling friends. They've somehow wrangled themselves a live trippet and are in the process of skewing it to roast over a big bonfire. You can hear its dying squeals from here, and shortly after that, smell the sweet charred scent of it roasting over the flame. The party continues well into the night, with more feasting and dancing for those who support Governor Lum and his war against this planet. The week after Vertumna is one of the hottest since you've landed. You're supposed to take time off for a much-needed break, but it's just so humid and awful and tempers are short. Shortly after the festival, you start seeing graffiti cropping up everywhere. It seems that a lively, if not particularly civil, conversation between the two factions is being held on the flat surfaces of the colony.
Oh, good. A passive-aggressive war.
It's a whiteboard war. Lum announces a zero-tolerance policy for political graffiti, but you notice that not every tag is being removed. Just the ones against the war, of course.
Of course.
Of course. The atmosphere of the colony is oppressive, as thick as the choking dust heat itself. Everywhere you try to relax, people just want to talk about the war. To make matters worse, the sweltering nights are making your nightmares intense again. You return to work feeling more stressed than before. Welp. So, it's going to take a little longer. I don't want to rush it. Oh, that's right. We got a new perk. Extra enhancement. Enhance your DNA engineering. Oh, let's see what that is.
Oh.
Where do I do that? I saw...
In engineering. Like, literally take our body over to engineering.
Oh, yeah. Let's go check that out before we call it for the night.
Yeah.
Tinker with your DNA.
Ooh.
Of all the people in the colony, you understand genetics the best, besides Dr. Instance, probably. She trusts you to attend to the gene tech machine. With access to a machine like this, you could give yourself a new genetic enhancement. Sure, you probably shouldn't mess with your genome too much in vivo, but one little change couldn't hurt. Of course I want to.
Of course I want to. Duh.
You decide to install...
Giving us the choice.
Oh, extra fingers looks weird. I don't like that. Absorbent brain?
+1 skill on brain challenges win.
I mean... I don't think we need eagle eyes because, like, our perception's maxed out, and this is only a +1 on the. Let's try and give our brains a bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Let's lean
Because when
fully into Dr. Punch.
We're Dr. Punch, yeah, because when we do a blue challenge and it gives us a skill, either reasoning, organizing, engineering, or biology. Well, I guess biology is maxed out, but it'll give us a +1 boost. I think that would be good.
Right. Okay, let's tinker with our brain. This would never. Nothing's ever gonna go wrong here.
Yeah, no.
Kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges, but when people get older, they can't absorb as much new stuff. Not for you anymore. You're always learning, and your curiosity knows no end. It's a tricky process, much more complicated than modifying the malleable stem cells of an embryo. You wouldn't risk doing it again, but this time it works out. Dr. Instance knows what you've done, but you take her silence as tacit approval of your risky experiment. Oh good, you made yourself smarter, thank God. Okay. Alright, I think this is a good place to call it, and I think we can... I feel like we only went through 1 year this time, but there was just so much going on.
Well, we went through a year and a half.
Okay.
We're halfway through year 18.
Right. Which means we've got a year and a half before shit goes bonzo bananas, apparently.
Yep.
So, we'll be back on Monday to see if we can finish this out. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And we'll see you then. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Receivable and Blue Sky at Occults Receivable. You can follow me in both places at Tomasmataz, and you can follow Teresa at YouTube, Kara, and Blue Sky at Tiny Kiwi Studio. We'll see you guys next week. Everyone, have a good night.
Good night.